Hi, I'm Margaret Huang, Executive Director for Amnesty International USA. These are some of the highlights of the 100 threats to human rights under President Trump's first 100 days. Under President Trump's executive order, the United States has closed its borders to refugees who are fleeing violence around the world. The Trump administration has declared war against unaccompanied kids, threatening to bring charges against their parents as smugglers. As the attacks on human rights increase for people fleeing violence, we have to imagine what would the future look like for our border. Imagine having U.S. refugee camps just across the border on the other side of Trump's wall. Even though the Muslim ban energized a new level of activism across the country, Muslim communities still feel under threat. Families are being torn apart, and there is a deep climate of fear. Despite the courts taking action, there is still a lot of work to be done against President Trump's executive order. Now is the time for Congress to step up and to stop discrimination against Muslims. Trump has stopped refugees from entering the United States, trapping some of them in the very dangerous situations that they are desperately seeking to flee. Refugees are already waiting for years to go through an extensive screening process. For the most vulnerable, the president's executive order could be a death sentence. As President Trump met with leaders from countries such as Egypt, China, Israel, and Turkey, he refused to acknowledge egregious human rights violations in those countries, including the detention of human rights activists. Trump is selling weapons to human rights abusers, including countries like Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Is your head spinning yet, or do you want to know more? For our full list of the 100 threats to human rights, check out our website below. Now let's talk about what you can do to take action and to help us fight back. We've seen over the last few months that when we work together and fight back, we can make a difference. Together, we can protect human rights here in the United States and around the world. Every action counts. And we know that elected officials are listening. Most importantly, we need to continue to peacefully protest and to make our voices heard. We need to show the Trump administration that hate and fear should never dictate policy. There are many ways to take action, and we've shown you just a few here. We know your activism is working. We've seen a powerful and unprecedented resistance. 2 of Trump's signature proposals, which would have violated millions of people's human rights, have been defeated. The Muslim ban and the attempt to take away millions of people's healthcare coverage both failed in the president's first 100 days. This defeat is because activists like you took to the streets and refused to back down. So we have a long road ahead. Keep resisting, continue to get loud, and keep up the fight for human rights.